Check. Good evening, everybody, and welcome into the John Mendola Show for tonight's game between the Dallas Mountaineers and the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack. We'll be in for a good one today. Last time these teams met, Wilkes-Barre area was able to squeak out the win. So both teams, they'll be ready to play. Right off the bat, number 23, Mikey Cumbo with a nice take to the basket. And that'll be first basket of the game, putting Dallas up 2-0. Now Januzzi with the basketball. Cottle finds Garrett down low. Garrett, he'll put up a shot. That one doesn't go. Cumbo with the rebound. Cumbo, he'll look to push the pace a little bit. He'll kick it out. Cameron Fox. And now Jude Nacito with the basketball. Starting lineups for tonight for the Mountaineers. Number 1, Jude Nacito. Number 3, Cameron Fox. Number 22, Zach Pacheski. Number 23, Michael Cumbo. And number 35, Nick Williams. And for the Wolfpack, number 0, Capri Cottle. Number 2, David Januzzi. Number 4, Evan Laybourne Body. Number 10, Yariel Argueta. And number 11, Vincent Garrett. Fox, he'll pull up for a 3 from the corner. That one up, and no good. Evan Laybourne Body with the rebound. He'll pull up from the free throw line for a shot. That one off the back of the rim. That ball is loose, but the Mountaineers get it. Nacito is back out to Cumbo. Mountaineers will set up their offense. That pass gets taken away by Laybourne Body. Laybourne Body will put it up for 2. So now we are knotted up at 2 points apiece. About a minute and a half into this game. Nacito will have the ball at the point, guarded by Januzzi. Nacito, he'll find Williams. Williams will put one up in the lane, and that is good. Nick Williams with the shot puts the Mountaineers up by a basket. Yariel Argueta, he'll pull up in the lane now, and that one rims out for Argueta. Mountaineers get the board. Michael Cumbo, he'll kick it out, but it looks like there's a traveling violation, so we're going to go Wilkes-Barre ball. David Januzzi running the point for Wilkes-Barre area. Januzzi, guarded by Williams. That pass gets tipped away. Pacheski, he'll throw it back up to Williams, but Evan Laybourne Body is there. But Nick Williams finishes. Nice take by Nick Williams. Laybourne Body guarded by Pacheski. Argueta will try to work his way into the basket. He'll put one up with the left. And Argueta with the finish. Now Nacito with the basketball. He'll survey, see what's going on. Guarded by Januzzi. Michael Cumbo from downtown. And that one rims out. Laybourne Body gets the board. He'll hustle down his side of the court, pull up for a long 3. And that one off the front of the rim. A couple of guys scrapping for that ball, but Pacheski ends up with it. Gives to Nacito. Nacito now, a long ranger. And that one is no good from Nacito. That'll be out of bounds. Wolfpack ball. Score 6-4. 4:31 left to go in the first quarter on the John Mendola Show. McCarthy Tire game of the night. Garrett's pass gets tipped. We'll see how they call it. Looks like it will be staying with Wilkes-Barre. We're going to quick thank you to Snowden Funeral Home. Since 1908, Snowden Funeral Home has been here in our community. With compassion and dignity, 2 local locations at Kingston and Shavertown. Visit them online at snowdenfuneralhome.com from your friends at Snowden Funeral Home. So the Wolfpack, they get a 3, put them up 7-6. First lead of the game for Wilkes-Barre. Coach Levan calling his defense. Tries to find a man inside, but that pass gets tipped away. Evan Laybourne Body will end up with it. Laybourne Body guarded by Pacheski. Step back from the free throw line, just short. Lucido gets tangled up there, but he's able to get it back, trying to find a man. They kick it out to Pacheski. Give it back to Lucido. Deep three now. And that one off the front of the rim from Cameron Fox. Laybourne Body with the basketball. He'll kick it out to Arguita. Wide open three for Arguita. And that one, no good. Mountaineers with the basketball now. They'll push the pace a little bit. Cameron Fox with the ball in the corner. He'll drive right into the basket, kick it out to Pacheski. Pacheski will pull up for a three, top of the key. That one just does not fall. But June Lucido there to clean that up. And the Mountaineers retake the lead, 8-7. 2:50 left to go in the game. Arguita will pull up for a shot. And that one, rimming out. And a quick thank you again to American Capital Finance Incorporated. When you think mortgages, think Mark Farrell at American Capital Finance Incorporated. Mark handles all types of mortgages from home purchases to refinances or bill consolidations. Mark is a local and efficient, and best of all, he handles the process himself from start to finish. Give him a call at 570-675-2140. Think Mark Farrell at American Capital Finance for all your mortgage needs. Licensed in PA, NMLS 142133. Evan Laybourne Body from the corner. He'll put one up, and that shot does not fall, but Garrett is there for the tough rebound down low. That's some nice defense by Zach Pacheski, being able to knock that one out of bounds. Okay, thanks for joining us tonight on John Mendola Show Network, McCarthy Tire Game of the Night. Mountaineers and the Wolfpack. Wolfpack with the 1-point lead and the basketball. Kick over to Arguita. Now Cottle, he thinks about it in the corner, but he's guarded by Lucido. Now he'll take it to the rack. That ball is getting tipped around down there, and Fox comes up with the steal. Lucido now with the basketball. He'll go right to the bucket, and that shot doesn't fall. Garrett, he'll handle the ball for Wilkes-Barre area. He'll give to Arguita. Arguita has a goal in mind, get to the bucket, and he lays it up for two. So this game going back and forth. Now the Wolfpack with the 1-point lead, 9-8. Looks like we got a couple of subs getting ready to come into the game. Nick Williams, he'll pull up from the elbow, and that shot does not fall for Williams. 1:20 left to go in the first half here. Januzzi with the basketball. He tries to work down low, but he'll kick it out to Laybourne Body. He'll pull up for a three, and that is nothing but net from Evan Laybourne Body. Being able to put the Wolfpack up 4. He'll pass over to Pacheski. Long three there from Cumbo, but that one just short off the front of the rim. Januzzi's there to get the board. Januzzi, he'll lay up a floater, and that is good from David Januzzi. So the Wolfpack getting in a bit of a groove offensively, being able to score the past couple of possessions. We'll see if the Mountaineers can respond. Lucido backing down Januzzi. Now we'll kick it out to Pacheski in the corner, but he is guarded there. He'll kick it back out to Lucido. Nick Williams, nice find down low, and Michael Cumbo does his job, finishes down low, and cuts the deficit down to 4 with 15 seconds left to go in the first half. Wolfpack look like they'll hold for this final possession. David Januzzi guarded near the midcourt line by Michael Cumbo. Januzzi now, he'll carve his way to the bucket, and that shot just no good from Januzzi. And Michael Cumbo, he'll put up a half-court shot, and that one actually almost went in, but no cigar. 14-10, your score. Wolfpack with the lead going into the second quarter. We're back for the second quarter of action here on the John Mendola Show Network on the McCarthy Tire Game of the Night. Wolfpack lead the Mountaineers as of right now, 14-10 the score. Looks like we got a couple of new guys at the game for both teams. Nick Farrell comes in for the Mountaineers. And for the Wolfpack, we have Melvin Egbedo, Michael Keating, and Channing Brown. Nick Williams with the basketball. He'll drive into the lane. He puts it up. That one doesn't fall for Williams. Januzzi with the basketball. He'll scat by a couple of Mountaineer defenders. Kick it out to Laybourne Body. That shot does not fall. Mountaineers with the board. Again, thank you to Snowden Funeral Home. Since 1908, Snowden Funeral Home has been here in our community with compassion and dignity. 2 locations in Kingston and Shavertown. Visit them online at snowdenfuneralhome.com from your friends at Snowden Funeral Home. David Januzzi, he'll put up a floater, but that one is short. Mountaineers with the board. Macedo, he'll kick it out to Cumbo. Cumbo, he'll work on Laybourne Body, puts it up, and that one doesn't fall, but Farrell gets the board, and the basket no good, but he does get fouled. So Farrell will head to the free throw line. And with Nick Farrell at the free throw line, I'd like to say thanks to Mark Farrell at American Capital Finance Incorporated. When you think mortgages, think Mark Farrell at American Capital Finance Incorporated. Mark handles all types of mortgages, from home purchases to refinances or bill consolidations. Mark is local and efficient, and best of all, he handles the process himself from start to finish. Give him a call at 570-675-2140. Think Mark Farrell at American Capital Finance for all your mortgage needs. Licensed in PA, NMLS 142133. And Nick Farrell is able to get both of those free throws to go. Tying it up, 2 touchdowns apiece, 14-14. With 6:45 left to go in the first half. Mountaineers, they'll bring on the press. Januzzi, skip pass over to Keating. Keating, he'll have it. He'll give back to Januzzi. Nice find to a wide open Channing Brown. And Channing Brown lays it off the glass to retake that lead. And interestingly enough, real clean game. Only 1 foul in this entire game so far. Both of these teams combined. So very clean game so far, but we'll get another one right there as Evan Laybourne Body will be sent to the free throw line for a couple of foul shots. So again, thank you for joining us tonight. McCarthy Tire Game of the Night in this Saturday evening game. Dallas Mountaineers and Wilkes-Barre Area Wolfpack. Evan Laybourne Body, his first free throw goes. The second one is just off the mark. Mountaineers get the board. Mountaineers pushing the pace, but Chesky has the ball. Gives to Farrell. He'll kick back out to Macedo. Macedo, he drives into the lane. Gets met by a couple of Wolfpack defenders. He'll throw one up, and that one does not fall. Michael Keating with the rebound. Laybourne Body now with the basketball. Gives it back out to Keating. Keating, we've seen his role increase as a scorer in past games, and he puts one up, and that one rims out. So we'll get tangled up down there. Egbedo and Williams. And it looks like that'll be a foul on the Wolfpack. So we'll go Dallas ball. And it looks like Yariel Arguida is going to check back into this ball game as Melvin Egbedo will take a breather. Macedo throws over to Cumbo. But Cumbo not ready for that one, as that one will go out of bounds. And we'll get a sub into the game for Dallas now. Cameron Fowkes will check back into the game, and Michael Cumbo will head to the bench for a few. About 5:20 left to go in the first half. Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack lead the Dallas Mountaineers with a score of 7-14. David Januzzi has the basketball on the wing. Farrow trying to poke at it. Now Januzzi gives it to Keating. Keating, he'll pull up for a three. And that one off the back of the rim. Nice rebound by Brown. Arguida, he's thinking about it. But he'll take that to the rack. He'll lay it up off the glass. Does not fall. Channing Brown, another nice rebound for Brown. But that ball is on the floor. And the Mountaineers will come up with it. Zach Pacheski. Number 1 Nacito looking for a man down low. He's manning his offense. Pacheski has the ball, guarded by Januzzi. Pacheski, he'll pull it out. Dish to Nacito, down in the corner. Back out to Fowkes. Fowkes, big step from Fowkes, and he's able to lay that one in off the glass for 2. So nice shot by Cameron Fowkes. Now the Wolfpack will look to respond. Evan Laybourne body. He'll try to put one up and gets fouled. So Evan Laybourne body will head back to the free throw line. Oh no, pardon me. It looks like that foul will be on the floor. So Wilkes-Barre will inbound from underneath their own basket. Again, thanks to our friends at Snowden Funeral Home. Since 1908, Snowden Funeral Home has been here in our community with compassion and dignity. 2 locations, Kingston and Shavertown. Visit them online at snowdenfuneralhome.com from your friends at Snowden Funeral Home. And Michael Keating from beyond the arc is good. Bumping that Wolfpack lead up to 4. Now Pacheski, he'll try to respond, and Pacheski, nothing but net from outside. So both these teams trading a couple of threes. Now David Januzzi with the basketball. Dish to Brown in the corner. Brown. Looks like there's a foul underneath on the Mountaineers. So with that, Dallas at 3 team fouls. Wilkes-Barre area at 2. Januzzi, he'll cut through all those defenders, finds an open Brown. Brown from 3. That one doesn't fall. I think we're going to get an over the back on Wilkes-Barre area, so we'll go Dallas basketball. Michael Cumbo now with the basketball. Wide open lane to the rack, and Michael Cumbo utilizes that. And the Dallas Mountaineers retake a lead, 21-20 now. So it looks like we're going to get a foul on the Mountaineers. And Wilkes-Barre area will inbound the ball. And Nacito will check back in. And Cameron Fox will head to the bench, a little banged up. Hope he's okay. Meanwhile, Yariel Arguida set to inbound. But it looks like we get a timeout. You know, it looks like something's off with the court. Right where Cameron Fox fell. So Fox is going to go over and help the refs find out maybe a wet spot or something on the court. Right. And Joe Galamo, he'll hand over some paper towels, get that straightened up over there. And now we'll get a new player into the game, freshman Pat Flanagan will come into the game, and it looks like Michael Cumbo will take a quick breather. So Arguida set to inbound. He'll give it outside to Januzzi. Skip pass over to Brown. Brown now to Keating. Keating will try to take it to the hole. Finds Arguida. Arguida, he'll pull up for a long 2. And that one rims out for Arguida. Pat Flanagan with the tough board. Dishes to Nacito up the floor. Lucido, nice pass over to Williams. Williams to Pacheski. Pacheski for three, and that one doesn't fall. Nick Farrell, tough rebound by Farrell. Nice dish to Flanagan, but better defense from Arguida being able to strip that away. Arguida to Keating. Keating pull up for a long three, and that is good from Michael Keating. Michael Keating showing his stuff offensively the past couple of games. That one was way beyond the arc. 23-21 your score, 2:10 left to go in the game. John Mendola Show, McCarthy Tire Game of the Night. Pacheski, and Pacheski responds. Second time he's done that tonight with the three of his own. That lead back in business for the Mountaineers. That pass gets taken away by Williams. Nice hustle there. Nacito over to Pacheski. Pacheski thought about it, but he'll give it back out to Nacito. A couple of guys getting ready to check back in down by the scorers table. Pacheski skip pass over to Pat Flanagan. Looks like the Mountaineers plan on holding this ball a little bit. No shot clock with 1:20 left to go in the first half of play. Nick Williams, guarded by Brown. Dallas will attempt to dribble this out a little bit. Now Nacito, he'll take it to the hole. Nice pass to Farrell, and Farrell finishes at the basket. So nice offensive possession there for the Mountaineers. Wolfpack down by 3, 50 seconds left to go in the first half. Januzzi looks for an open man. That one ends up going out of bounds. And a couple of guys checking back in for the Wolfpack. Number 1, Egbeto. Number 0, Cottle. And number 11, Vincent Garrett. Checking back in for this final 45 seconds. That pass. Ball gets knocked around there. Wolfpack come up with it. Laybourne Body, he'll put it up in the midst of contact, and Laybourne Body able to finish. So nice job by Laybourne Body. Now Nacito and the Dallas Mountaineers have it for the final 15 seconds. Pacheski with the ball. Some scrappy defense from the Wolfpack, and it looks like we're going to get a foul there. So that scrappy defense paying off for Wilkes-Barre area. So with that, it looks like we're into the bonus. 5th team foul for the Mountaineers. 2 for Wilkes-Barre area. Again, thanks for joining us. McCarthy Tire Game of the Night. A good one between two of the better teams in this district, Dallas and Wilkes-Barre area. Cottle, his second free throw is good, so we are knotted up at 26 with 9.6 seconds left to go in the first half. Wolfpack will go bring on a little bit of a press. Nacito, he's got to find a man. He finds Farrell. 2 seconds left. Farrell gives to Nacito. Nacito puts it up in time, and that one doesn't fall. Good first half of basketball. Knotted up at 26 going into halftime. We'll be right back. We're back for the second half of action here on the McCarthy Tire game of the night. We'll start off real fast. Junacita right out of halftime. He'll lay one off the glass for the Mountaineers. First half was pretty evenly matched. We went into halftime tied. I feel like this half will have the same kind of way of things. And we're gonna get a jump ball there between Mountaineers and Wolfpack. And the possession arrow will point Wolfpack way. So Capri Cottle set to inbound from underneath his basket. Wolfpack will set up a play. Cottle kicks out to Januzzi. Januzzi had it on the wing. To Evan Laybourne Body from way downtown. Evan Laybourne Body, nothing but net. I think it might be something about that spot. A couple of deep threes from that spot specifically, interestingly enough. That one gets taken away by Evan Laybourne Body. We'll see what he can do. And quick 5 points there from Evan Laybourne Body in the past couple of minutes, or seconds rather. 31-28 Wolfpack, about a minute into the second half. Michael Cumbo with the basketball. He's guarded by Cottle. He'll kick it out to Cameron Fox. Fox, he'll try to work his way in, dish it back out to Cumbo. Nacito from way downtown. Nacito, that one doesn't go, but a nice job of Michael Cumbo getting that rebound, and he's able to work his way to a basket. Wolfpack with the 1 point lead. David Januzzi guarded by Nick Williams. Januzzi try to work a little bit, puts up a tough shot, but that one doesn't fall. Garrett, the putback doesn't fall either. Cumbo gives to Williams. Williams, he'll throw it down. The emphatic slam by Nick Williams puts the Mountaineers up by a point. We'll see how the Wolfpack will look to respond. Cottle with the ball. He'll drive in there. And it looks like that's going to be an offensive foul. And Nacito knew that one. Looks like we may get a timeout on the floor. Yeah, the Wolfpack will call a timeout. About 2 minutes into the second half, we'll take a timeout as well. We'll be right back. We're in from the timeout. Looks like the Wolfpack will bring on a little bit of a press here as the Mountaineers will work to get it past the half-court line. They'll try to trap Cumbo, or Nacito, but he gets it up to Williams, and that shot goes in, but it looks like there's going to be a foul on the floor beforehand, so I don't know if that basket's going to count. That's going to be on Williams, actually. So no basket with another offensive foul being called in this game. Wolfpack, we'll see what they can do after that. And it looks like that's going to be a blocking foul. That's unfortunate for Williams. Head coach Mark Bolensky will call a timeout for the Mountaineers. We'll take another one as well. out of the timeout on the McCarthy Tire game of the night on the John Mendola Show Network student broadcast. Wolfpack with the basketball down by 1. Laybourne body. That shot falls just short. Michael Cumbo with the rebound. He'll go coast to coast, try to put it up. No shot. Looks like we're going to get a foul on the Wolfpack. So we had not too many fouls in this first half. We're about 2.5 minutes into this second half. Both teams at 2 fouls apiece. Mountaineers, nice ball movement. Nice find to Farrell. Farrell, it looks like Farrell will head to the free throw line. Again, we'd like to thank Mark Farrell and American Capital Finance Incorporated. When you think mortgages, think Mark Farrell at American Capital Finance Incorporated. Mark handles all types of mortgages, from home purchases to refinances or bill consolidations. Mark is local and efficient, and best of all, he handles the process himself from start to finish. Give him a call at 570-675-2140. Think Mark Farrell at American Capital Finance for all your mortgage needs. Licensed in PA, NMLS 142133. So Farrell able to get that first free throw to fall. The second one off the back of the rim ends up in the hands of the Laybourne body. Arguita, he'll pull up for 3, and that 3 is good from Arguita. And the Wolfpack will retake the lead by a point with 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Macedo finds a nice cutting Michael Cumbo. And Michael Cumbo is able to finish. Januzzi uses the screen. Gives to Garrett. Garrett, that one ends up in the hands of Cumbo. He takes it away. Macedo, like lightning going down there. But that gets taken away by Laybourne body. Laybourne body try to step around Pacheski, but nice defense, and he gets the board too. Michael Cumbo takes that lane to the basket, and the Mountaineers, they're starting to get on a little bit of a roll offensively. A couple of quick buckets for them. Laybourne body, now he'll try to take it to the rack, and he is going to get fouled in the process. See what the call is. Looks like that'll be on the floor. So the Wolfpack set to inbound from underneath their own basket. So Channing Brown will come back into the game for Wilkes-Barre area. Vincent Garrett, he'll take a bit of a rest for a minute. I'd like to thank our friends at Snowden Funeral Home. Since 1908, Snowden Funeral Home has been here in our community with compassion and dignity, 2 locations, one in Kingston and in Shavertown. Visit them online at snowdenfuneralhome.com from your friends at Snowden Funeral Home. Trying to sort things out on the baseline. Looks like Januzzi is going to inbound for Wilkes-Barre area as they face 3-point deficit right now, 37-34. 4:17 left to go in the third quarter play on the John Mendola Show Network, McCarthy Tire game of the night. Inbound to Arguita, out to Laybourne body on the wing. David Januzzi, he'll drive it from the baseline, end up at the foul line, and he'll try to put one up, and he will get fouled. So David Januzzi, he'll take a couple of free throws. So with that, Dallas at 4 team fouls. Wolfpack with 3. And a bit of a change they're making this year. The foul count reset each quarter as opposed to each half as it's been in years past. Januzzi able to make his first, and he'll make his second as well. So Mountaineers with the basketball with the 1-point lead. Pacheski, he'll find Farrell. Farrell down to Fox. Fox, he'll try to put it up. No good. That ball gets tipped around. David Januzzi ends up with it. David Januzzi able to draw the foul. So the referees will talk things out a little bit. Not totally sure what's going on. Januzzi will take some free throws. I'm not sure if there was a technical or these are just fouls from the free throws from the bonus. But Januzzi, he'll take some free throws. Try to put a couple more points on the board for Wilkes-Barre area, and he does so. Knocks things up at 37 with that one. And Nick Williams will check back into the game for the Mountaineers. And that second one, good from Januzzi. So with that, the Wolfpack take the lead, 38-37, 3:50 left to go in the third quarter. Nacito, nice pass to Pacheski. Pacheski, his third three of the day. Puts the Mountaineers back up on top. Wolfpack with the basketball. Arguida try to take it to the hole. That pass gets tipped, and that will stay. Wolfpack basketball. The crowd really into this call. And looks like they'll change their call. They'll say it was off the fingertips of Channing Brown. So we will go Dallas basketball. Referees talking things out. They're getting everything all squared away. And in the meantime, Michael Keating, he checked back into the game for Arguida. Pacheski with the ball in the corner. Gives to Nacito. Nacito guarded by Cottle. Gives back out to Cumbo. Cumbo, he'll try to take it to the hole. Nice take by Cumbo, and he finishes. So nice job. Michael Cumbo used his body, get in the bucket. Extending this lead up to 4 for the Dallas Mountaineers. LeBron Body with the ball. That pass gets tipped away. Pacheski playing some nice defense. And it looks like the Wolfpack, they're going to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout too, be right back. Back from the timeout. Mountaineers with the basketball. 2:50 left to go in the third quarter. Nacito, he'll try to find Williams. Nice find. Williams can't put that one in, but it looks like we're going to get a foul on the floor on Wilkes-Barre area. Macedo tries to give it to Cumbo underneath. That pass gets tipped out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Mountaineers. It's tipped out of bounds again. So we'll inbound for the third time now. Labor body tries to take that away, but Michael Cumbo, he'll retain that. Nick Williams trying to finish. And he is finally able to get that one to fall. Nick Williams with another bucket. Mountaineers getting on a little bit of a run here now. Januzzi, very nice take, David Januzzi. And Januzzi sprinting down to cover Macedo. He was hanging out in the corner down there waiting for a pass. Macedo guarded by Januzzi. Pass gets tipped away, but he'll find Pacheski. Pacheski, he thinks about a three, but he'll give it to Cameron Fox. Cameron Fox to the basket, does not fall. He gets his own board though, and he'll kick it out to Cumbo. Cumbo guarded tightly by Laybourne Body. Cumbo looking for somebody. And it looks like we are gonna get that 5-second call. So nice defense by the Wolfpack being able to get that, foul called. Wolfpack now with the basketball, down by 4, 1:40 left to go in the third quarter. Again, thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show Network for the McCarthy Tire game of the night. Dallas Mountaineers, Wilkes-Barre Wolfpack. District 2, basketball action. David Januzzi, he'll throw one up, and that one is short. Now, you got to appreciate that effort from David Januzzi, but it looks like it will go Dallas ball. He tried to get that off of a Dallas defender. Macedo with the ball. We're going to get a timeout by head coach Mark Bolensky of the Dallas Mountaineers. We'll take a timeout too. We'll be right back in a couple of seconds. Back out of the timeout, Dallas with the basketball. Michael Cumbo guarded by Januzzi. Mr. Williams back to Macedo at the top of the key, guarded near the midcourt line. Cameron Fox has the ball. We'll give it over to Pacheski. Corner three from Pacheski, that off the back of the rim. Nice board by Williams. And he doesn't get the putback to fall. That pass gets tipped away by Williams though. Ends up in the hands of Michael Cumbo. It looks like we're gonna get a foul before that basket goes in though. So with that, we're at 5 fouls apiece for each team and into the bonus. Michael Cumbo gonna shoot some free throws. Take a minute to thank Mark Farrell at American Capital Finance Incorporated. When you think mortgages, think Mark Farrell at American Capital Finance Incorporated. Mark handles all types of mortgages from home purchases to refinances or bill consolidations. Mark is local and efficient, and best of all, he handles the process himself from start to finish. Give him a call at 570-675-2140. Think Mark Farrell at American Capital Finance for all your mortgage needs. Licensed in PA, NMLS 142133. So a couple of free throws there by Cumbo. Puts the Mountaineers up by 6, 46-40, with 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter of play. Januzzi has it. He'll throw up a floater. That one short. Pacheski's there to grab the rebound. Mountaineers, they will hold for the last shot, it looks like, as there's only 15 seconds left. Michael Cumbo, he'll try to put one up. and he'll get fouled. He'll head to the free throw line with 12.5 seconds left to go in this third quarter. So Michael Cumbo has opportunity to extend this Mountaineer lead going in to the final quarter. And a quick thank you to Snowden Funeral Home. Since 1908, Snowden Funeral Home has been here in our community with compassion and dignity. 2 locations, Kingston and Shavertown. Visit them online, snowdenfuneralhome.com, from your friends at Snowden Funeral Home. So Michael Cumbo able to make the second of his free throws, extending that Mountaineer lead. Evan Laybourne Body with the ball, 8 seconds left to go. Laybourne Body guarded by Paczewski. He'll take it to the hole. He'll throw one up, no good. That gets tipped out of bounds. Nice effort from Channing Brown. 2.3 seconds left. We'll see if the Wolfpack can get a shot off here. Cottle set to inbound. He'll give it back out to Laybourne Body. 1 second left. Laybourne Body, he'll put it up. And the 3 from Laybourne Body. Being able to beat the buzzer. That'll be a big shot going down the stretch, as that cuts this Mountaineer lead down to 4, 47-43, going into the fourth quarter. We'll be right back. We are back for the final quarter of tonight's McCarthy Tire Game of the Night on the John Mendola Show Network. Dallas Mountaineers and Wilkes-Barre Wolfpack. Mountaineers hold a 4-point lead after that buzzer beater by Laybourne Body. Michael Cumbo, nice job of getting his own rebound and putting that back up for the score. Putting the Mountaineers up by 6. Laybourne Body with the basketball. He's going to lose that, but he'll find Channing Brown. He'll give back out to Egbedo fresh into the game. Egbedo with a nice take, and he's going to end up at the free throw line. Good sportsmanship there from June DeCito as well. And thanks to Dee's Diner, open 24/7, 365. You can go there at any time during the day, during the night, doesn't matter. You can grab a bite to eat down at Dee's Diner. Egbedo able to make that second free throw. 44-49, your score now. Wolfpack, a little bit of a press from the Wolfpack. Nice job of Michael Cumbo being able to squirt through to the basket. That ball bounces around, doesn't fall, but Nick Williams been doing that all night long. So with that putback, 51-44 the score now. David Januzzi with the basketball. He'll try to work inside, and that one no good. Egbedo tries to draw the foul, but at least Januzzi is there to get the loose ball. Januzzi, he'll use that screen from Laybourne Body. Now he has the basketball. Trying to find a shot, throws one up. Oh! Channing Brown going all out for that basketball, but he pops right back up. then the foul is going to be on him. So Channing Brown, he'll head to the bench for a few, and Vincent Garrett will check back into the game. Junacito now with the basketball. Gives to Pacheski on the wing, guarded by Cottle. Cumbo, he has it now at the top of the key. He'll find Cameron Fox down in the wing. Cameron Fox, he'll try to lay it up, and it looks like that's going to be an offensive foul. Capri Cottle being able to set his feet and draw that foul. Get up possession for the Wolfpack. So in this quarter, there's 2 team fouls for Dallas, 1 for Wilkes-Barre area. A little over 6 minutes left to go on tonight's McCarthy Tire Game of the Night, John Mendola Show Network. Januzzi, he'll try to put one up, no good. Nice take there. Vincent Garrett able to put that one back, and he is able to put it in and get the and one as well. And Arguida, he's checking back into this game for Melvin Egbeto. Again, thanks to American Capital Finance Incorporated. When you think mortgages, think Mark Farrell at American Capital Finance Incorporated. Mark handles all types of mortgages, from home purchases to refinances or bill consolidations. Mark is local and efficient, and best of all, he handles the process himself from start to finish. Give him a call at 570-675-2140. Think Mark Farrell at American Capital Finance for all your mortgage needs. Licensed in PA, NMLS 142133. And Nick Williams, he'll get another bucket for the Mountaineers. Putting them up by 7. With 5:35 left to go in this game. Januzzi looking for somebody. He gives to Laybourne Body. Laybourne Body, he'll pull up for a 3. That one off the backboard. Michael Cumbo with the rebound. He'll take it down to the side. Gives to Pacheski. Pacheski, that 3 no good. Arguida there to clean it up for the Wolfpack. Guarded by Fox, he'll give it back out to Januzzi. Januzzi drives into the basket, and we're going to get a blocking foul on the Mountaineers. So Mountaineers, 14 fouls to the Wolfpack's 1. David Januzzi set to inbound from underneath his own basket. Gives it back up to Laybourne Body. To Arguida. Arguida, he'll drive in, kick it out to Januzzi for a 3 in the corner. That one bounces off the rim, and the cleanup attempt by Cottle doesn't fall. Michael Cumbo gives to Nacito. Nacito hanging out in that corner. Shot does not fall. Laybourne Body now with the basketball. He'll work inside, nice move, but he gets fouled. And it looks like that foul is going to be on the floor. So that will put Evan Laybourne Body to the line, as that's the 15th foul for Dallas. A couple of the Dallas players. Maybe a wet spot on the floor again. And likes to say thanks to Snowden Funeral Home. Since 1908, Snowden Funeral Home has been here in our community with compassion and dignity. 2 locations, Kingston and Shavertown. Visit them online at snowdenfuneralhome.com from your friends at Snowden Funeral Home. So the first free throw marked for Laybourne Body. And the second one, he's able to get that one to fall. Coach Jimmy Levan and the Wolfpack will take a timeout. 4:45 left to go, down by 6. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be right back. We're back from that timeout. Dallas Mountaineers with the basketball, holding the 6-point lead in this fourth quarter during the McCarthy Tire Game of the Night on the John Mendola Show Network. Again, thanks for joining us. And we're going to get a foul down low on the floor. It looks like it'll be on the Wolfpack. So it'll stay Dallas basketball. Macedo inbounds to Williams. Williams, he'll pull for a shot. Williams having a nice game. So Mountaineers might be running away with this thing a little bit. The lead up to 8 points, I probably think the biggest lead of the night. And they'll come up with the steal here. Meki Kumbo. Fox thinks about a long three, but he'll give it back out to Kumbo. Kumbo, he'll drive to the lane, he'll set his feet, he'll go up with it, and he is fouled. So with that foul, it will send Michael Kumbo to the free throw line with an opportunity to extend this lead to 10 points. That'll be the first double-digit lead by either team in this game so far tonight. Nothing but net on that first free throw from Kumbo. Now the fouls. Dallas 5 team fouls. Wolfpack 3 team fouls. And the second free throw is good from Kumbo. So now lead up to 10 right now. Mountaineers over the Wolfpack. We'll see what the Wolfpack can do to get something going offensively. Evan Laybourne body, he'll pull up for a three. I think that got tipped there probably by Williams. But Vincent Garrett, nice effort from Vincent Garrett, being able to get a couple of putbacks there. And it looks like Pacheski was out of bounds, hopping inbounds to get that ball. So that'll be Wolfpack basketball. Just what the doctor ordered if you're the Wolfpack. Garrett, he'll give to Laybourne body. Laybourne body gives to Januzzi. Januzzi guarded there tightly by Kumbo. Arguida for a three in the corner. And Arguida is able to get that one to land. So a quick 5 points for the Wolfpack. And they're right back into this game, all things considered. And it looks like Mark Blinsky and the Dallas Mountaineers, they're going to call a full timeout. And so we'll be back in a couple of seconds. Out of the timeout. We're back on the McCarthy Tire Game of the Night, John Mendola Show Network. Thanks for joining us tonight. A good one between the Mountaineers and the Wolfpack. Mountaineers, Cameron Fox will pull up for a three in the corner, and Fox is able to splash that one home. So now 8-point lead for the Mountaineers. That a big shot from Fox. And it looks like we're going to get a travel call on Wilkes-Barre area. So we're going to go Dallas way. So the Wolfpack not bringing on the full press yet. But Januzzi, he'll guard Macedo tightly as he goes down the court. Macedo almost gets taken away by Laybourne body. Mark Bolensky, coach wants a foul. Michael Cumbo, he'll put one up off the back of the rim. Arguida, he was out of bounds as he was getting that rebound. So it's going to stay Dallas Mountaineer basketball. Again, we'd like to thank American Capital Finance Incorporated. When you think of mortgages, think Mark Farrell and American Capital Finance Incorporated. Mark handles all types of mortgages from home purchases to refinances or bill consolidations. Mark is local and efficient, and best of all, he handles the process himself from start to finish. Give him a call at 570-675-2140. Thank Mark Farrell at American Capital Finance for all your mortgage needs. Licensed in PA, NMLS 142133. So we're going to get a foul in Wilkes-Barre area. June Nacito with the basketball, looking to inbound. He'll inbound to Williams. Back up top to Cumbo, able to corral that one. And Nacito has it on the wing, guarded by Januzzi. 2:15 left to go in this one. Cumbo will take that one in. Ball's on the floor. Pacheski, nice job by Pacheski, but no, that will be an offensive foul, it looks like. Yes, that'll be offensive foul, so no basket for the Mountaineers. Now it looks like some of the Wolfpack players examining a spot on the floor. That's been happening a couple times tonight. Joe Galamo will give him a towel to clean that up. So they'll look to get that all straightened out underneath the basket. So here we go, Evan Laybourne Body and the Wolfpack with the basketball. About 2 minutes left to go in this one. Wolfpack down by 8, in need of a bucket. We'll see what Laybourne Body can do. Nice move by Laybourne Body around Williams, but can't get that one to fall. And he gets his own board. He'll try to put one up. Doesn't go, but he is fouled. So Laybourne Body will head to the free throw line. Try to slim down this Mountaineer lead. Put the Wolfpack back within striking distance going down the stretch here. We'd like to say thanks to Monk Heating and Air Conditioning. It is getting to that frigid time of the year, so you want to make sure your furnace and everything's in check for the winter time. Give a call to Monk Heating and Air Conditioning. Evan Laybourne Body able to get both of those free throws to go, so the Wolfpack not done yet. Michael Cumbo, he'll work down the stretch. I think, Williams, yeah, he had his foot on the line. Nice call there by the referee. We're going to go Wolfpack way. That one a real close call, but I think he made the right one from this angle at least. So Januzzi with the basketball. Gives to Laybourne Body. 1:45 left to go in this one. Wolfpack down by 6. Laybourne Body will try to work inside. Nice pass to Garrett, and Garrett is able to finish that one. That was a real nice pass. Garrett did a nice job of putting that one up. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be right back. We're back out of the timeout on the McCarthy Tire Game of the Night on the John Mendola Show Network. We have a good one set up for the for the last minute and a half of basketball. Mountaineers with a 4-point lead over the Wilkes-Barre Wolfpack. Mountaineers with the basketball. Macedo, nice move to get around Januzzi. Macedo, he'll take it to the hole, but he'll dish it back out to Fox. Fox, now he'll drive in, and big shot from Cameron Fox. Being able to get the basket and the and one. So Cameron Fox with a potential dagger there, and the opportunity to put the Mountaineers up by 7. So Cameron Fox being able to deliver the 3-point play. Wolfpack with the basketball need to get a couple of quick buckets to get back into this thing. And it looks like that will be a foul on Pacheski. And that might be his 5th. I'm not totally sure, though. Yeah, so that'll be Pacheski's 5th. So I think he might be done for the day. And Brady Zapaticki, he'll check in for the Mountaineers. Zapaticki, the quarterback for the state runner-up Mountaineer football team. We'll take a timeout. So Evan Laybourne Body now at the free throw line. First one is good. Wolfpack need every basket they can get as there's under a minute left. 63-57 the score. Looks like Channing Brown is set to come back into this game for Vincent Garrett. So Brady Zapaticki, he'll look to inbound. Touchdown pass to Nick Williams, and he gets fouled. So nice inbound pass from Brady Zapaticki. So that foul will be on Brown, his 3rd. We're at 5 fouls apiece for each team. Nick Williams now at the free throw line. Again, another quick thank you to Snowden Funeral Home. Since 1908, Snowden Funeral Home has been here in our community with compassion and dignity, 2 locations, Kingston and Shavertown. Visit them online at snowdenfuneralhome.com from your friends at Snowden Funeral Home. Williams is able to splash that second free throw. So 50 seconds left. Wolfpack down by 6. Evan Laybourne Body with the basketball. He'll take that to the rack. Kick it out to Arguida. Arguida for an open 3. And that is good from Yariel Arguida. Zapaticki looks for an inbound. Gives it to Nacido. And Nacido, he's going to get fouled. So Nacido, he'll head to the free throw line for a couple of free throws. So that'll be Cottle's third of the day. And this right now, a one-possession ball game. This one's going to come down to the last seconds. But Jude Macedo has an opportunity to put the Mountaineers out in front. That one rims out, or send their lead rather. Macedo able to make that second free throw, put him up by 2 possessions. Laybourne body with the basketball, nice move out to Januzzi. Januzzi for 3, and Januzzi is able to deliver on that 3. We got a game on our hands. Both benches getting real excited. Mark Bolensky real angry with the ref at that one. Coach Levan, he'll call in his players. Right now, Wolfpack down by 1 point. All right, so we have a technical foul, I believe, on Coach Mark Walensky of the Mountaineers. So David Januzzi has an opportunity here, not to just tie the game, but put the Wolfpack out in front with 25 seconds left to go. And Januzzi, he's able to deliver on both of those free throws. Januzzi working always in the offseason for moments like this. So the Wolfpack now with the lead, 66-65. If the Wolfpack are able to pull this off, that'd be a real nice feat for them, as they were down by a lot not too long ago, but now they hold the lead. Januzzi, 15 seconds left to go, 66-65. The Mountaineers looks like they'll have to foul, and June Macedo, he'll commit that foul, and that'll send Januzzi to the free throw line again. And if you're the Wolfpack, I'd say having Januzzi at the free throw line, that's probably your best bet. He's been pretty solid all season. 12.1 seconds left. Wolfpack up by 1. Januzzi from the foul line. His first one is good. So the Wolfpack up by 2 now. And Januzzi, the second one doesn't fall. 10 seconds left. Mark Bolensky, he'll call a timeout, set something up for the Mountaineers offensively, set up one last shot, maybe win or send it into overtime. We'll see. We'll be right back. Seconds left to go. Dallas Mountaineers, one last opportunity to tie or win. 5 seconds left. Junacito with the basketball. He'll drive in on Januzzi. He'll lose his footing there. He'll put up a 3 for the win, and it is short. The Wolfpack are able to get another victory. 67-65, your final score. Dallas Mountaineers over, or Wolfpack over the Mountaineers. We'll be. Thanks for joining us today.